You know, like a lot of tactics games, you control like a lot of units, right? Like StarCraft, you control dozens of units. If it's massively multiplayer, maybe you just control like one, just control yourself. It's really just an ongoing FPS match of 3 factions that fight for territory, so just non-stop, it just never ends. Each person would be one working against a common goal of base taking or something. Okay. I mean, I kinda like the idea of that. Have you ever played it? As each action goes, they could see what one of the 2000 random are doing and try to mentally adjust their work as a hive. So the Elder Scrolls Online, the PvP part, which I never play, that's kind of like a large-scale war. I wish I could like spectate the Elder Scrolls Online PvP. Not that interested in actually participating. Guild Wars 2 has world versus world, okay. The question is, like for all these, is it successful? Like one, do people play it? And two, like does it actually do what it says it does? 250 to 500 people taking over sieges and castles every 10 minutes, a score adds up, right? It was popular until like 2 years ago, game populations have been dying out, yeah, okay. Well, there you go, I mean it's it worked, as long as people played. Which suggests that it's kinda doable. In that situation, there were leader roles. Well, there would have to, like, there would kind of have to be leader roles. Well, or maybe it doesn't. I guess it depends. If it's like an open-ended kind of thing, then there would be leader roles. Like if the game mechanics were complicated enough to require leaders, then there would be leader roles, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm assuming it's quite complicated. You have to like, you know, have the right team compositions and be at the right place at the right time, things like that. So it absolutely needs coordination. And also, if it's PvP, then just for the sake of winning against other humans, you would try to be as coordinated as possible. But I feel like a lot of that would be less intense if it's PvE. PvE faction, they have to be designed well, yeah. On a broader level, Cody, can you think of any games that are not power fantasies? Like, and by that I mean like any game where you're not out to conquer the world or change the world, or what am I trying to say? I'm not sure. I mean, I can tell you what the power fantasies are, right? Like, it's, oh, you're gonna save the universe from these evil aliens or whatever it is, and like you have all these powers or guns. Gary's mod. Yes, there you go, Gary's mod. But Gary's mod is a toy and not a game, right? Am I correct? I mean, if game being having a win condition and a lose condition, Gary's mod. Meadow. I mean, even like something like Stardew Valley, which you think, oh, it's just a farming game, like a casual farming game. But there's even like even Stardew Valley, like there's progress. Yeah, and as you make progress, you gain more powers, quote unquote, more powers. In the sense that like you get better equipment, like it's sprinklers, so that you don't have to water as much. So it's still kind of a power fantasy in a weird way. Whereas you make progress in Stardew Valley, you gain more farming powers. You're a huge Gary's mod fan. I've never really gotten into it. Yeah, I mean, Cody says I don't care much about games with winning too much. But then they all are, yeah. So many games are just about winning. I mean, Gary's mod is sometimes about failing spectacularly, right? Sometimes in Gary's mod you just do things because it's funny. Wow, hey, 1,700 hours on Gary's mod. What about games where there's extended endgames, right? So let's say everything up until the endgame is a power fantasy, but you get to the endgame and you don't really get any stronger anymore, but there's still interesting stuff to do, and so you keep playing. Does that count as not being a power fantasy? That would be me. I quit at endgame not because you're not getting stronger, because you find the current endgame meta boring. Yeah, I mean, look, like Pokemon for example. You finish the game. Some people, they finish the game and then they just keep playing to catch all the Pokemon and to find the shinies and to breed them and stuff like that. What if we didn't have the other stuff? What if it's just breeding and catching rares and and you don't get any stronger catching rares? It's just rares for the sake of rares. It's like fishing. Why do you fish? Because it's, I don't know, you just fish. Cody says I prefer that style of game. Things to think about. Once again, it's basically MMOs. In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Especially the MMOs where they need your subscription, so they make a really, really, really extended endgame to just keep you playing forever and ever. I guess Minecraft creative mode, what we're doing now. I should check on Wesley again, see what amazing thing he's doing. Like, this is not a power fantasy, not really. Where am I going? Right, that way. Once you hit cap, it's about fashion, etc. I like MMOs that are about fashion, to be honest. Like, less killing monsters and more just looking pretty. Cody says it kind of is. You're making a world you personally control and constructed, if anything, is the biggest power fantasy. Fashionscape. A world I personally control and constructed. I mean... yeah, but I complain about the lack of like the lack of dynamic stuff going on in the game. Am I in the right place? I think I'm in the right place. The map says I'm in the right place. No, but I'm talking about things that require people to adapt. And maybe that's a playstyle thing too, like... for example, the way we're building this train network, we're trying to fit it into the landscape as opposed to just flattening the whole landscape. Oh, am I too far south? Hold on. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Oh, I am too far south. I'm way too far south. Yeah, no, way too far. Hi, Wesley. I'm getting lost. Although, there's like stuff out here beyond our train network. No, but this, Cody, there's like the difference I guess I'm trying to make is whether you adapt yourself to fit the environment or adapt the environment to fit you. I don't think it's necessarily a god complex to say you have to adapt yourself. I might be spending most of today just flying around and not building anything. Mushroom Island. Tunnel, and then we just stop there. Okay. Although, I guess that's correct. Let me. Do reeds still work? I kind of wanna. Anyway, let me just leave this alone. let me not risk flooding my way into the tunnel. I mean, it's progressing quite well. Oh, there's glass on this side too, damn it. Cody says, I guess if you play a game like Rust but avoid all PvP encounters, it's kind of like a Minecraft goalless thing. I haven't played Rust, I haven't seen Rust either. Play for the world that has no victory option. So what do people do? What is the PvP objective in Rust, if there is an objective? Build a house and kill others as they make a house bigger. Okay. So it's basically... Alright. Yeah, okay. It's very primal, isn't it? Go conquer a piece of land. Are there resources in the land? Is that why people have to conquer land? Alright, let me keep going diagonal. It's like the new Fallout game coming out if they took out the story. Actually, I wonder what the new Fallout game is gonna end up being. At the moment, they say the end game is basically you nuke. You choose where to nuke. And then there's like stronger enemies wherever you nuke. I mean, right, like, so the leveling and the loot collecting, it's just pretty normal stuff. But then the end game is the nuke. 90% of the game is gonna be open world base building where you nuke each other's stuff. That guy has a house, let's nuke it. Well, you don't have to nuke people's houses, you can just nuke. There's also like PvE targets to nuke, they say. You might nuke some death claws or something. It might end up having no endgame. I should probably, hold on, stay up here. Cody says, I think it's just gonna be a survival world like Rust, Common Exiles, H1Z1 PvE. With a story, yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be like a... They're gonna keep working on it after it comes out. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oops. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I forgot how wide this thing was. 7. Let me just get out of the woods. 7. 7. If I go straight across there, where does the other side come in? You know what, I'm gonna get over to here and work on this side again.